All right, let's dive right in. The pattern we're talking about today is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And let's just clap that out. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and it continues over and over and over again. The basis of this, we're going to start with our right hand. And the right hand is going to play that on the ride cymbal. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a so on. Okay? Then we're also going to match that with our feet. We're going to go back and forth between our right foot on our bass drum and our left foot on our hi-hat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and that again continues. Go through each of these sections, get really comfortable. Just the flow of this. I know you want to just kind of get it, just knock this out as quick as possible and add the rest of the pieces in. Get really comfortable so you don't have to think about it. That's the big thing. Build the muscle memory so this becomes mastery and not just good enough to go into the next section. Okay? Then the next thing we do after that is tie these together. And this is the foundation for what we are creating here. This is something that becomes, again, that muscle memory, that natural feel. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and again, over and over and over and over again. Start slow, build it up, get really comfortable. Okay? The last element we add is the left hand on the snare drum. Here's what's really unique about this among what we're doing just now, but again, something pretty common when we look at different types of structures like this. Here we have this repetitive phrase, and that's built between our right hand, our right foot, and our left foot. The left hand on the snare drum, or not just the snare drum, we could have percussion, we could have cowbells, we could have wood blocks, we've got our toms, we could have bongos, congas, etc. That's what a lot of this simulates. Okay, this is Latin-based drumming in the essence that we are creating a pattern, and this drives what happens within that pattern. This is the texture, the landscape with our left hand. Everything else is the groove, the flow of it that allows people to dance and move to this. So there are a lot of different variations. Really, it's an unlimited amount of variations, but what you're going to do start with is you're first going to play your left hand on the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and then you're going to try it on the and. The 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we'll start this slow. So we play this pattern. Remember, the idea is that you play this enough to really build up the comfort. You don't even add the left hand in at all until this is something so comfortable that, like right now, I'm having a conversation with myself with this going naturally. Next piece is, again, following that, but instead of on 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to play it on the ands. What's really cool is you're going to notice that your left hand is suddenly going to follow that left foot because your hi-hats are on the ands, right? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Is that and? Following that hi-hat. Okay, and this is something, again, you build up comfort. All we're doing is looking at that left hand placement. As time goes on, you start to be very critical of where you can place and what sounds good, placing your snare drum hand with your left hand, right? And just playing these different types of patterns. We can rim knocks, we can play on here, we can move around the toms, a lot of options, okay? So start with this foundation and then just get creative. Let what's going on with your right hand and your feet be so natural that all you have to do is think about what your left hand is doing, because this stuff becomes second nature. muscle memory. Develop that between your right hand and your feet, and then your left hand can do the working. Okay? You can focus on it, you can move it around, you can have fun with it, keep it simple. Throw in a little bit of fills there. Okay, so just enjoy it, mess around, but build up that foundation. The more time you spend on that, it seems like it's longer, it's dragging, but the better it'll be in the long run. Enjoy.